The champagne glass was still in my hand when my phone buzzed. I glanced down. A single text. 9 words. Your services are no longer required. Effective immediately. It was from him, my boss, my wife's father. The room around me blurred. Chandeliers, violins, the low hum of small talk. $1,000 tuxedo suddenly felt like a cheap rental. He had fired me by text at his company's own gala, and he hadn't even looked across the table to watch me break. I didn't. Instead, I lifted my eyes to the man sitting on my right, the CEO of our largest client. He caught my expression before I had even masked it. Sharp man. He tilted his head, curious. I turned my phone toward him. No words, just the screen. His face went stone still. Then he smiled, wolfish. He reached for his own phone. His thumbs moved without hesitation. And in under 15 seconds, the blade was buried. I believe you just terminated our master service agreement as well. See you in court. He hit send. And in that moment, I wasn't the one fired. My father-in-law was. He just didn't know it yet. Backstory setup. When I first met him, I thought he was a king. He shook my hand with a grip that demanded loyalty. He gave me the corner office, the invitations, the illusion of belonging. And when I married his daughter, I thought the bond was sealed in blood and glass, a family empire. I believed in it. But kings don't share thrones, and he never intended to. Discovery of betrayal. The first cracks were hairline fractures, a missed bonus, a meeting I wasn't invited to, my wife's tight smile when I asked questions, then whispers, contracts rerouted behind my back, my projects reassigned, and my wife, his daughter, coming home late, smelling of wine I hadn't poured. I watched, I listened, I said nothing, until the truth landed in my hands. Not from her, from him. The text was deliberate, public humiliation wrapped in 9 words. He wanted me erased, both from the company and from his family. Shift in mindset. Rage would have been easy, but rage leaves fingerprints. I chose silence instead. Silence is invisible. It sharpens. It waits. I began tracing every thread. The contracts I had managed, the partnerships I had cultivated, the delicate reliance his empire had on one client in particular, the man sitting next to me at that gala table. And I realized he had forgotten who built the bridge he was standing on. I decided I'd be the one to burn it. Execution of the plan. The night of the gala wasn't luck. I had orchestrated my seating chart weeks in advance, requested, subtly, to be placed beside that CEO. A simple note to the event planner about industry alignment. He never noticed. I knew my father-in-law's patterns, his arrogance, his taste for spectacle. I predicted he'd make his move publicly. And he did, with a text meant to humiliate me in front of donors, executives, his daughter. But humiliation only works if you acknowledge it. I didn't. I converted it into evidence. Evidence handed silently to the one man who could gut him with a single message. And he did. Climax and confrontation. The aftermath was quiet at first. My father-in-law's phone lit up across the table. He read the message, his face blanching in real time. The violinist's bow screeched mid-song, as if the universe had punctuated it for me. He looked up, straight at me, then at the man beside me. No one else at the table knew the war that had just detonated between the 3 of us. The room was all laughter and crystal clinking, but he knew. He understood he hadn't just fired me. He had severed his empire's lifeline. I didn't smile. I didn't gloat. I only met his eyes and held them steady, long enough for him to understand. I hadn't lost. He had. Resolution and emotional release. By the time dessert was served, I was already free. His daughter would file the divorce papers within the month, preempted no doubt by him whispering poison in her ear. But I didn't care. I was done with both of them. What mattered was the silence. The clean slice of revenge delivered without raising my voice, without breaking a sweat. He thought firing me would erase me. Instead, it erased him. Funny thing about kings, they never see the dagger until it's already inside them. And I didn't even have to twist mine. Final reflection. I walked out of that gala into the cool night air, my phone still buzzing with the fallout I didn't need to read. I felt lighter, not because I won, but because I had proven something to myself. Betrayal cuts deep, but precision cuts deeper. He fired me by text. I ended his empire with one. And that, I suppose, is the truest kind of family inheritance he ever gave me.